Let's dive into our main characters. Meet George Farmer, the British dude with a knack for business and a heart of gold. He's got this magnetic personality that draws people in, kind of like a human-sized magnet for conservative values. And then there's Candace Owens, the American firecracker who's never afraid to speak her mind. She's like the superhero of conservatism, fighting for individual freedoms and taking on the political establishment like it's her day job. Now, you might think these two would never hit it off. What with George sipping tea in London and Candace rocking it in the land of burgers and fries. But surprise, surprise, they're actually a match made in political heaven. They both dream of a brighter future where everyone can speak their minds and chase their dreams, no matter where they come from or what they believe. Candace Owens didn't start out as a political powerhouse. Nope, she was just a regular gal from Stamford, Connecticut, trying to make it in the business world. But then life threw her a curveball, and she found herself smack dab in the middle of some serious racial discrimination and dealing with those pesky leftist ideas. Fast forward to 2016, and Candace decides to take matters into her own hands. She starts a YouTube channel to air out her thoughts on all things political. Turns out people dig her no-nonsense approach and her knack for calling out those liberal viewpoints. Before she knows it, she's got a fan base bigger than a Kardashian's Instagram following. Then, in 2017, she takes the plunge and becomes the communications director for Turning Point USA, a group all about pushing conservative values, especially on college campuses. Think of her as the cheerleader for free speech and individual freedom. But Candace doesn't stop there. Oh no. She becomes a regular face on TV networks like Fox News, where she dishes out her conservative take on everything from current events to pop culture. With each appearance, she's like a superhero swooping in to save the day for all those fed up with mainstream media's spin. So, why does Candace do what she does? Well, it's all about sticking it to the status quo and standing up for what she believes in. Her journey into politics wasn't exactly planned, but hey, sometimes life has a funny way of leading you down unexpected paths. And Candace? Well, she's blazing her own trail and proving that one person really can make a difference, even in the wild world of politics. All right, let's decode this political puzzle. Meet George Farmer, the son of Lord Michael Farmer, who's got some serious political pedigree. But wait. It's not all silver spoons and fancy titles for George's fam. Nope, they started from the bottom, just like Drake said. His old man, Lord Michael, started off with humble beginnings, grinding away in the metal industry until he hit gold. Literally. Thanks to some nifty reforms back in the 80s by good old Prime Minister Thatcher, his dad's talent finally got the spotlight it deserved. Talk about a rags to riches story. Now, George didn't just coast through life on his family's coattails. Now he hustled his way through the best schools in the UK, rubbing elbows with the elite at places like St. Paul's in London, and even bagging himself a fancy degree in divinity from Oxford. And to top it all off, he met his missus in 2018, who's got a couple years on him, but hey, age is just a number, right? Post-graduation, George dipped his toes in banking, but it wasn't long before he joined forces with his dad to conquer the global metal market. But that's not all. He also dipped his toes into British politics, making moves behind the scenes like a political ninja. Then came Parler, the social media app that caused quite the stir. George jumped on board as the big boss, steering the ship through choppy waters and bringing it back from the brink after some rough patches with the media and Congress. In politics, Farmer knows a lot about how government works. It is safe to say that his passion for politics brought him closer to his future wife. Owens, a right-wing activist, has been outspoken about her political views in the past. Being a disappointed journalist who failed to get a degree, Owens became one of the prominent supporters and close friends of former President Donald Trump. In 2018, she launched a movement calling on African Americans to become Republican voters. She is also known for her attacks on Trump's critics. Farmer and Owens met in December 2019 during an endorsement ceremony for a right-wing student group in the UK. After just over 2 weeks of dating, Farmer asked the political activist to marry him over a FaceTime phone call. In his Instagram post, Owens wrote, "From start to finish, just the most wonderful person in the whole world. Now you are our planner of everything, forever and always." George Farmer and Candace Owens got married in 2019. The couple's support for Trump was evident in their relationship. 2019 wedding. The event featured 3 shifts of Owens' wedding dresses and guests in red Let's Make Weddings Great Again hats. Farmer's wedding took place in August at Trump's winery and was attended by several conservative guests, including Nigel Farage, Larry Elder, John Voight, and Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA. On January 13, 2021, Farmer and Owens became the parents of a beautiful boy. According to the Daily Mail, Owens shared the exciting news in an Instagram post and shared a tweet that read, "It's true they say, the whole world stops when your baby is born." 1301. Tuck 1. My firstborn. In July 2022, the couple had their second child and only daughter, Louise Marie Farmer. Owens shared the news on her Instagram, along with an adorable photo of her newborn. Despite their geographical and cultural differences, George and Candace found common ground in their shared vision for a better future. Their alliance transcended borders and ideologies, leading to a powerful partnership that continues to shape the political landscape. What makes the relationship between George Farmer and Candace Owens so unique is their ability to challenge conventional norms and inspire change. They complement each other's strengths and amplify their voices on issues they're passionate about. In recent years, Candace Owens has made headlines for calling public figures names and expressing her opinion. Among them was her comment on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's interview with Oprah, where she is called the former star of force majeure, liar and narcissist. Owens was one of many who did not believe the Duchess's claims. Another longtime critic was British-born Piers Morgan. However, her outspoken views on royalty are not surprising, given her character. And speaking of politics, George is right there with his wife, Candace Owens, who's like the queen bee of right-wing activism. She's been making waves, rallying African Americans to hop on the Republican train and giving Trump's critics a piece of her mind. And George? Well, he's her right-hand man, supporting her every step of the way and even making cameo appearances on her show. What sets George and Candace apart from the rest of the political crowd is their ability to shake things up and get stuff done. They're like the ultimate power couple, using their voices to tackle issues they're passionate about. Whether it's speaking at events or popping up on TV screens, these two are everywhere, spreading their message of freedom and entrepreneurship like it's going out of style. And hey, it's not just talk with these two. They put their money where their mouths are, teaming up on projects that push for things like free speech and old-school values. It's like watching a buddy cop movie, but instead of catching bad guys, they're fighting for what's right in the world of politics. Candace Owens and George Farmer are like a dynamic duo in the conservative world, kind of like Batman and Robin, but with fewer capes and more political debates. They both have a passion for standing up for what they believe in, whether it's free speech or traditional values. Picture then as the ultimate tag team, tackling issues together like two superheroes fighting of the forces of political correctness. Their relationship isn't just about romance, it's about teaming up to make a difference in the world, one fiery speech at a time. So, if you're wondering why they're always popping up together on your news feed, it's because they're busy saving the day, one tweet at a time. together. They're like the power couple of politics, shaking things up and making waves wherever they go. So, next time you see George Farmer and Candace Owens on your screen, just remember, they're not just a couple. They're a political force to be reckoned with.